in. There's so many ways to use oils, and so it excites me to go ahead and share with you that you can use oils like this for those reasons as well. So for you, those of you who don't know me, my name is Shaylin, and this is only a couple classes I've taught. This is my second class, but I've been to a couple other classes for this as well. So actually the first one that I brought Crystal to with was her own Libido class. So I'll let her introduce herself. Oh, a couple housekeeping tips. Bathroom's right there for you if you need to go. Then again, strawberries, cookies, and the wine, so feel free for that too.
So I'm Crystal. I have been using Libido for just over a year now, and this was not how I got started. This was my first class. And I learned a lot, and I took my little make and take, and I loved it. And then when I finally dove in, it was for more of, I was looking for extra support. So that being said, I can probably speak for both Shayla and I. We use some of these things and these oils on a regular basis. All of these are pretty much our oils, except for a few brought for Sherry and Krista. So thank you for bringing those and sharing them with us. So we're excited to share these guys with you.
Mm-hmm. And then, so we will be sharing from her books. You can get this on Amazon. You can follow her on Instagram. You can get it from Abundant Health. There's lots of different ways to go ahead and get Libido stuff. I personally have yet to read this full book. I have skimmed it, and I have come across like, oh, what can I use this oil for? Or the diffuser recipes, or even some of the lubes and roll-ons. So, but if you'd like to get your hands on that, those are a couple different places you can get your hands on it.
So just a little bit about Lucy. So she was born, Lucy was born when one woman decided to host a Valentine's Day class to teach women how to use oils between the sheets. She got a brave group of women together, and they all used the oils in the bedroom for several months. They then agreed to share honestly and vulnerable details with each other. These juicy results were divulged in Lucy's Valentine's Day class. There's an oil for that. News of the online class spread like wildfire, and thousands of women around the globe assembled to learn how to rekindle their relationships. The outcome was heartwarming and tear-jerking. Lucy received messages after messages about how the class had finally helped women get their own emotional and physical blocks. For some, it was a defining point or saving grace in their marriage. Not long after, Lucy published the class into a book and flew it through the roof to become Amazon's #1 aromatherapy book. And now you are privileged to hear from us, people who have used the books, used oils, and followed her advice. When you discover something good, you're going to want to share it. Friends don't keep Lucy's secrets. So Shaylin is passing around a little pamphlet that you guys can take notes on. It has the different oils that we're going to talk about. And I'm just going to keep reading some information for you while she does that. So one of the first things that Lucy talks about is the importance of recognizing your own inner beauty. She speaks of two voices that we hear, the critical voice and the forgiving voice. The critical voice always finds ways to improve. We hear this voice when we choose to present ourselves in the best light to others. We wish to look, feel, and act our best. We also hear a forgiving voice. This voice is kind and wise. This voice reminds us of our strength and our value regardless of our shortcomings. Both of these voices are normal and healthy when they are balanced. Too often, we listen more to the critical voice than the forgiving voice. Remember to be kind to yourself and listen to both voices equally. But if you ever hear a voice that says you aren't sexy enough or you aren't good enough to be with a partner, be aware that you are no longer listening to something that is part of you. Those are external lies. You are enough, and your beauty is inextricably bonded like your name. So on your Peekaboo Portfolio, write down several hallmarks of your personal beauty. Lucy says that they can be things you pride yourself on or beauty that others see in you.
And then from my first class, for some examples for you, I am beautiful for my body is carried and birth 3 beautiful babies.
Amen.
Physical appearance, I love my eyes. And then just a little bit other, I'm beautiful for my sass and my determination. So those are some examples for you. Feel free to write that down in yours. Take a moment to write your beautifulness down.
There's a section that says
on the back
your
side of it.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're all going to write I am beautiful on this piece of paper. Hold it up and take a picture. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and then I will take a picture.
I lost the screen.
Yeah.
You have 4 babes. They sound to be physical.
It's awkward. You have beautiful boobs down here. Mine look like that.
Yeah, no, almost kept fullness.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you get the I am beautiful on your white piece of paper, and I will take the picture.
Oh, like long ways?
Yes.
Hot dog ways, yeah.
No pun intended then?
Good one.
Many of
Good.
you had, Sherry.
Just blue wine. Did you want to write on there too? I'll take your picture. That's it. Yeah, just scoot over there. And then Sherry, you know that, I'll scoot over there. And then they say you could post this if you want. I'll post it in the event and you're welcome to tag it. Hashtag Lucy Libido, hashtag I am beautiful, and you just may never know if you end up on their blog.
Wow. Sherry, you gotta get over here.
Oh,
You
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was writing.
well, nope.
You flip it over and rewrite it.
I was supposed to be an asset.
Yeah, that's fine. You can make that now.
FIL? Yeah.
Yeah, if you will.
Okay. Damn, it's a special one. That's okay.
You're supposed to write that. Man, I didn't get that.
What did you
Here,
write?
you can share.
Never mind. Thanks. Okay, we're sharing. I didn't get that.
It's me, will scooch over here. Can you see me?
I can see her,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yep, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll take 2 just for lighting purposes because it already fluctuates. Okay, we're good. Thank you.
What did you write?
I wrote what it was.
You're supposed to write that inside this.
You're no folio. It's okay. It all works.
At least you wrote something. That's good.
That's true.
So we're gonna go ahead and cover how to use aphrodisiac oils. So in her book, Lucy explains that quality matters in any essential oil application. When we are talking about using oils for intimacy applications, it is especially imperative that you understand the importance of using a true seed to seal therapeutic grade essential oil. So in her book on page 11, she explains this. So if somebody wants to read out of page 13, if you want to, anybody else want to read page 13? If not, I will read it. All right, I will read it. On page 13, she says, okay, let's talk really quickly about where to get and how to use your oils. I know you must be super excited to discover which oils are the best for him and her, but first, I want to make sure that you are using them safely. Therapeutic grade essential oils are very potent. It takes 150 pounds of lavender blossoms to make 1 pound of pure therapeutic grade lavender oil. So for this reason, 100% pure and therapeutic grade lavender will be more valuable than one that is cut with lavandine, a hybrid plant that has a similar smell to lavender, but it is cheaper. Or oils that are pre-diluted with carrier oil, or worse, filled with other oils that are altogether synthetic. So a true essential oil is the lifeblood of a plant. Oils carry valuable properties inherent to the plant. Each plant has a different value based on its chemical makeup. So when taken from the plant and used in the human body, the lifeblood bestows, right, those same properties into the human body. It's crazy cool. So these properties are called chemical constituents and are what make essential oils living, bioavailable superstars. So Lucy has used many brands of essential oils, and on page 16 of her book, she explains why she would only recommend using Young Livings for intimacy reasons and applications. So, Ansel, do you feel like reading? No?
Sure.
Okay, good. On page 16, she goes into more detail of why to use them and be careful of your lady bits.
The second paragraph.
Yeah, the one that says personally I use.
Personally now, I only use therapeutic grade oils that are grown, distilled, tested, and sealed with a seed to seal guarantee. It's what I used during my research and it's what I recommend. I'm not sponsored to say so. It's what I trust. Young Living is the only company that farms and distills their own oils themselves. Unlike every other brand, they are not a middleman who buys from other sources to rebottle, rebrand, and then resell. I like knowing that they own or co-op their farms. They grow their flowers, plants, and trees without harmful pesticides. They test with higher standards than any other company, and they ship them from the farm to your door. There's an abundance of chemical-laden oils that are labeled as pure. Adulterating oils with unlabeled carrier oils is almost the norm among cheaper brands. You will not get the constituent benefits of therapeutic grade cypress or grapefruit when using cut rate oils. You just won't. Lucy and her friends will not be held responsible if you get sick from ingesting synthetic oils, and will wave the I told you finger if you break out in a rash after putting cheap oils with hidden alcohol solvents near your ladybed. And believe me when I say that this has happened, and it will definitely not improve your libido. Moving on, here's how you can safely use your therapeutic grade Young Living aphrodisiac oils.
Thank you. So Young Living oils can be used aromatically. Essential oils have a profound effect on your mood. They are unique in that they get past the thinking brain and impact your feeling brain. If you have a starter kit, it came with a high quality diffuser, yay. Use that bad boy to your advantage. Diffuse your favorite aphrodisiac oils to set the mood, and there are some mood enhancing recipes in the book, or you can create your own. Young Living oils can be used topically as well. Oils can be placed on the VitaFlex points on your wrists or on the bottoms of your feet. Your inner thigh potions are blends that are designed to create excitement and preparation for the bedroom. Apply them from the inner mid-thigh to the leg creases and 2 inches below the navel. Always dilute oils when using them for the first time and spot test them on your forearm to test for sensitivities. It's not recommended to use hot oils anywhere on the body, and this is exponentially true for the South Pole. Don't burn down your lady wagon. Young Living is the only company that has a dedicated line of oils that is labeled for ingestion. Because their oils aren't adulterated with alcohol solvents or synthetics, their oils that come from edible plants are safe for consumption. Every oil in Young Living's Vitality line is labeled for ingestion. However, not every ingestible oil is in the Vitality line yet. Generally regarded as safe, or considered a grass oil, is an American Food and Drug Administration designation that a substance in or added to a food is considered safe by experts. Idaho blue spruce and goldenrod are examples of oils that have been designated generally regarded as safe and are suitable for ingestion. However, Lucy only uses oils that are designated as grass in her edible recipes. Lucy only uses Young Living oils because of their dedication to safety for ingestion. Remember that while Young Living oils are the only oils that Lucy recommends, they are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease.
So you can see like goldenrod and Idaho blue spruce, they are not in a white vitality label like nutmeg is, but they are safe to go ahead and ingest.
Alright.
We're going to cover balancing oils for her. While most of the oils can be used on both men and women, oils that tend to work best for women are marked in your pink on the peekaboo notefolios. Oils that are used for men are marked in turquoise, And oils that are often used for both genders have a different coloring around them. So like your cypress, your orange, and your mister can be used for both. We'll start with the oils that help to balance our hormones, because that is important to all of us ladies. There is some confusion as to whether or not hormones are healthy and whether they increase or decrease the likelihood of disease. So when natural hormone levels are high, women tend to have less issues with PMS, menstrual migraines, and low libido. However, when these levels are low, a woman may choose to supplement with a synthetic chemical hormone to ease her symptoms. So while these chemicals do help to ease symptoms, they have been linked to high rates of other diseases. Phytoestrogens, like those found in clary sage, are plant hormones that are similar to mammal estrogens and are bioavailable in the human body. The wild yam extract in Progestins Plus increases progesterone without the synthetics. So when you're considering the safety of hormones, think of it this way. Human hormones great, plant hormones good, and synthetic hormones are bad. Now that that's clear, let's talk about the oils that balance your hormones. Get your pens ready to go ahead and take notes.
All right. So Progestins Plus, and we'll pass it around so that you guys can smell it. Let's start this way. Progestins Plus is an oil that's infused, an oil-infused serum developed just for women. The doctor who developed Progestins Plus created it for young livings based on his findings that most women have very little natural progesterone. This is a problem because progesterone is a hormone that impacts libido, mood, and overall wellness. Progestins Plus contains USP progesterone from wild yam extract, vitamin E, sacred frankincense, bergamot, copaiba, and peppermint to soothe the crazies and calm your mind. Wear it daily on your wrist or several times during of hormonal distress. Progesterone levels tend to drop the lowest few days before and during menstruation. Lucy says that it supports her lady crazy and always wears this before and through her cycle. This can also be worn daily to prevent irritability and keep your happy hormone levels high every day. When your hormones are happy, you are more likely to feel happy as well.
So I use this every day. I do rotate my locations of application. I will rotate between my forearms, my inner thighs, and around to my ankles. And I definitely will apply, they say to not apply more than twice a day, but there are a couple times that I will apply more than twice a day right before my period will start, because I usually will get some kind of menstrual headache. So I like to apply in that first couple days before and the start of. So here are Lucy's 4 favorite hormone balancing oils. Lady Scleral is a fantastic lady hormone balancing oil. It contains oils known to decrease negative emotions, boost your confidence, and help the wearer to feel more peaceful and grounded. Geranium aids in hormonal balance, and clary sage aids with cramps, PMS, and agitation. Ylang Ylang helps to balance male-female sexual energies and encourages females of sensuality. Sage lavender has been known to support the body's estradiol levels, which equates to being more regular. So in the Lucy research group, Lady Scleral was loved by women of all ages, but especially by the women between the ages of 40 and 50. This age group loved Lady Scleral the most because the properties in this blend supports the body's natural transition through menopause. So it can be worn daily as a perfume to help support estradiol levels, which is increasingly important for this life change. You can continue wearing this blend lifelong to feel cool, calm, and collected. Lucy recommends wearing it like a perfume because it smells delicious while keeping your hormones in balance. Not only will you smell as amazing as you are, but you will feel more balanced and in tune with your partner with it as well.
The next one is Dragon Time. Again, it's another hormone balancing oil that was developed for just that time of month. Thank you, Young Living. Dragon Time is chock full of the best oils known to support happy emotions leading up to and throughout your period. Nobody wants to deal with the wicked PMS or unnecessary menstrual woes. This blend works primarily by supporting healthy estradiol levels in the body, which also drop during menstruation. It also contains oils that ease cramped muscles, improve mood, and calm the mind. Apply this oil all over your abdomen several times a day. Lucy loves it in Epsom salts during a nice warm bath. Dragon Time is gentle enough that even teens can use it. Don't you wish we had that when we were a teenager?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I'm
My
excited to have it for yeah.
Gabby.
And I did just get it for me, for myself, for that time of the month, my Sacred Monthly Miracle, I call it.
Isabel uses it.
Does she?
Mhm.
Does she like it?
Mhm.
And she's how old?
15.
We took Pamprin and Mito.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
That's what I had.
It's okay.
That's all we
Anna.
knew then,
We
yeah.
didn't know any better.
Give us some grace, guys.
Taylor does a drop right here on her head because she doesn't like the smell very much, so she does it right here. But she says it seems to help her whole body during that time, but she tries to not smell it on herself, and she can't smell it on her head.
Tell her to try it. Her inner ankles too down here. Keep it away
Okay.
from her nose.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'll tell her that.
yeah.
No. So fluorescence is the next one. It is another hormone-supporting oil that loves your girly system. All of these oils in all the oils in Fluorescence Vitality are considered grass and can be taken as a dietary supplement to support healthy hormones or estradiol levels. The beauty of having an estradiol supporting blend as a dietary supplement is that women can grab a daily supplement that supports and loves on their reproductive system. So, low estradiol levels are commonplace amongst women with female irregularity and or even fertility complaints. While reproductive health is multifaceted and has many components to it, supporting healthy estradiol levels is one factor in a healthy reproductive system and overall woman's wellness. Beyond the reproductive system, estradiol also plays an important part in bone health, energy levels, metabolism, your libido, and again, your emotional well-being.
And when your hormones are out of whack, your skin will be out of whack as well. So if you're thinking, I need skin support, look at your hormones first. Learn that for sure. Alright, so the next one is Endoflex. It's a hormone balancing that flexes your, strengthens your endocrine system. The endocrine system is responsible for telling your body what hormones to produce and when to produce them. It regulates metabolism, growth, development, tissue function, sexual function, and reproduction, thyroid function, sleep, and mood. We all want these things to work well. Endoflex supports the pineal and pituitary glands and the adrenal glands. It can be used topically directly over the thyroid. It can also be taken as in Vitality as a dietary supplement to support all parts of your endocrine system. So I use it every day.
I use it daily.
on my tongue.
Right, my neck.
I apply it on my neck.
Yeah, my neck
And I
and
apply
back
it
area
right
adrenal
here.
glands.
I take it in a capsule.
You take like 5 drops in a capsule daily?
7.
7?
Your
Morning
absorption
or
rate
afternoon?
is so much more under your tongue. I just learned that at Silver Retreat.
Yeah.
Your absorption rate is
7 drops under your tongue is a little intense though.
no, but if you take it under your tongue,
You don't need as many.
7 drops.
I noticed a difference though. I used to
See?
just do it under my tongue, and then when I increased to 7 drops, I felt way more energy and
Okay.
balanced with it. Yeah, Albert just does it topically. He puts it on his adrenal glands every night.
And you take it in the morning or the afternoon or whenever you remember to take it?
I take it in the day. Yeah.
Daytime. Interesting.
It's great for adrenal.
Yeah.
So we are on Lucy's libido oils for her. So we are going to cover ylang ylang. There are Lucy's top picks to increase libido in women. We start with the ylang ylang. Its powers as an aphrodisiac has long been known. In Indonesia, the petals of ylang ylang flowers are scattered over the bed of newlywed couples on their wedding night. It has traditionally been viewed as a romantic flower and has an alluring scent. Ylang ylang is one of the ingredients to both joy and sensation oil blends, which we'll hand out here in a minute. Lucy says that it's especially wonderful because it increases libido in women, and men tend to respond to the scent on their women as well. Ylang ylang is a bright yellow flower that grows in Ecuador. The petals are picked early in the morning to maximize oil yield. The oil increases feelings of happiness, adoration, romance, and it calms your mind. Its calming effects can even impact blood pressure just a tad to help you feel a little bit more zen. Lucy says to use this oil in the diffuser to prepare the room, in an inner thigh potion to increase desire, or even in a lube for an alluring aroma. And in her book, she has the different, like, the lubes and the inner thigh potions recipes for you.
All right, so the next one is Valor or Valor 2. Valor is extremely popular. It gets an entourage. Valor 2 followed the original Valor when it became too popular. Both blends are designed to help loosen emotional blocks. So, sitting up here creates an emotional block. We're teaching people about something that may be sensitive, right? So using Valor gives you that courage, and helps support you in that area, and help you feel more courage in the bedroom as well. Both Valor and Valor 2 contains oils that stimulate the limbic area of the brain. They help you to relax and promote feelings of confidence and courage. This is the perfect choice to use liberally throughout the day to keep your stress levels down. In the bedroom, it smells amazing diffused, and you can wear Valor all over your heart, on your wrist, or the back of your neck. If Valor could talk, it would say, "Don't worry, it's gonna be okay." Valor contains spruce, rosewood, blue tansy, and frankincense. Valor 2 contains Northern Lights black spruce, Idaho blue spruce, ylang ylang, frankincense, vetiver, cistus, bergamot, cassia, German chamomile, geranium, coriander, and davana. Valor helps you feel more confident about whatever is imminent, so you can feel self-assured during the day at the office or fearless at night in the bedroom.
Yeah. And even though they have it as a lady oil, it is definitely male or female. So it goes either way for sure. So clary sage is your next one. Yay for clary sage. Lucy calls clary sage a girl's best friend. Clary sage is one of the main oils that helps with your PMS in our beloved Dragon Time blend, and to balance hormones in blends like your sclerescence and your lady scleral. So right around that red time of the month, and like I said, I call it my sacred monthly miracle, estrogen levels drop quickly and drastically. This is part of the reason why you feel like you need to break down crying when your eyeliner doesn't go on straight. Everything is tragic when your estrogen levels are low. Okay, so how does this all tie into your libido? This is really cool. You see, a woman naturally feels more in the mood when her estrogen levels are higher. This is because our estrogen levels are highest when we are ovulating. We are designed to feel more in the mood when we are fertile. It's how we were made. As we age, our estrogen levels drop. One sign of low estrogen is dryness down there. Applying clary sage to the inner thighs and below the navel help to increase natural lubrication. So clary sage vitality is also GRAS certified, however you want to say that, to be used internally. Lucy says that if you want to be naturally juicy and more frisky, add a drop of clary sage to your daily routine.
The next one we're going to talk about is joy. So if you've read Lucy's book, then you've seen her Ode to Joy. This was written by one of Lucy's best friends who has exceptional fondness for joy. Does anybody want to read it? Nobody wants to read it. Oh,
Okay.
yay.
Angela
Thanks.
has a book.
Oh, what page was it?
It should be page 46.
Do you like the small clary sage? I did that first. It smells like grass.
Yes.
I don't like it.
You don't like
It's
it?
probably because I need it.
So I got it just for when I didn't start using it regularly, and I still don't always regularly. It's like when I think about it, but I got it for when I was pregnant with Gabrielle. I was like, oh yeah, let's get this going, because they say to not use it
Yeah.
during your pregnancy until you're ready towards the end. So to help with your natural way.
Yeah.
Giving birth. Don't use it unless you're giving birth. If you're pregnant. Okay, go ahead. Lucy's Ode to Joy.
Lucy's Ode to Joy. Oh joy, how I love thee with your lovely floral scent that replaced my paraben perfume. Joy, who balances my crazy hormones, promotes feeling of self-worth and makes me irresistible to Mr. Libido.
So, did you know that joy was originally named love? The oils in joy stimulate the brain's sense for love and affection. Diffusing joy is a good way to invite the mood. If you don't love the aroma of joy, try blending it with some lemon to make it more bright, or blend it with clary sage to make it more earthy. This oil can be used aromatically or topically to raise the frequency and increase feelings of love. It's fantastic to love, in love lubes and inner thigh potions.
Yeah, and I've always liked the smell of it, but I know others who have not, and so they'll blend it, like she said, with a bright oil like lemon. I've always done it with orange or grapefruit. I like those put in the diffuser together. So, sensation is the next one. So, The next oil we're going to talk about is surprisingly sensational. And like something else we're talking about here, it also starts with the letter S. The little secret is sensation. I'm going to go ahead and hand that around. Sensation is an alluring blend of ylang-ylang, rosewood, and jasmine. It smells like joy, but a little bit softer because it contains less geranium that gives it its strong floral scent. So it creates a mood of flirtation and tenderness. Not a lot of people know about sensation, but it's named that for a reason. It is simply sensational. Sensation can be used aromatically to set the tone. When your mister smells it in the air, he'll know what he's in for. It smells so soft and sweet on your chest. It's fantastic for inner thigh potions and in love loops. I'll tell you a secret. Lucy says that sensation is so powerful, yet so mild, that it can be used with a very little dilution directly on your lovey-dovey lady bits. Oh my, there's a reason she calls it sensational.
I love
Which it is
sensation.
soft.
Yeah,
I really do too.
it's my favorite.
It's strong though. I mean,
It's
it has
my
a very-
favorite.
It smells wonderful, but it's strong.
I like it better than
You don't-
joy.
you don't know.
Mhm.
You like it better than what?
Joy.
Joy? Yeah. I agree.
Do you use a carrier oil of it, the sensation carrier oil? My mom has it, and which I need to carrier oil. And it's nice. It's nice
Is
for
it?
lotion.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so let's talk cypress. Cypress is one of Lucy's all-time favorite oils. She calls cypress the thigh master. It is her favorite oil to use in inner thigh potions for the bedroom. It can be used for men and women. But we talk about it here because it is a must-have to help the ladies get swollen in the floodgates. The reason Lucy loves cypress so much for in between the sheets is because cypress stimulates blood flow and circulation in the body. Blood flow is kind of a big deal when you're talking about squirming beneath the covers. If you need help getting engorged, cypress is your friend. Lucy says if you want him standing at attention like a saluting Navy SEAL, then guess what? That's going to depend a lot on blood flow. And likewise, super duper oh my wow explosions for women depend a lot on blood flow. See the pattern? Cypress equals blood flow and blood flow equals magic. Apply it on your inner thighs. Apply it on his inner thighs. Mix it with your favorites, but don't forget the cypress. For the love of Lucy's favorite, don't forget the cypress.
So that only said yes dilute, yes use on bits, don't use on bits.
This
Sorry, I
is
missed that. I was like
that's okay. This is
sniffing
a thigh master, so it's intended for your
thighs.
thighs. Yeah.
To help with blood flow.
Got it. Okay.
Increases blood flow.
Do you put it on the guys in thigh too?
Yes,
Mhm.
you can.
That one can also be like applied if you want it diluted at the base of the shaft as well. But again, I mean, if I was first starting and not knowing anything, I would do the inner thigh
Right.
and just below the nipple,
Or do it.
just to be on the safe side. So sweet orange. Lucy says that orange is like a drop of happiness in a bottle. Orange is a bright oil, and I totally agree. Orange welcomes light and happiness. Orange brightens the mood, lifts the spirit, energizes the mind, and creates a feeling of bliss. Think of summer childhood days playing in the water or eating bright popsicles out in the sun. For the adult, orange helps to let go of your stress and enjoy being just in that moment. This oil opens the sacral chakra near your pelvic area. This chakra is associated with pleasure, creativity, and sensuality. Orange is an aphrodisiac oil that helps you to let go of the grown-up problems and embrace sexuality and fun. Orange is awesome for frigidity. Thank you. It can help you relax if you have low libido due to a bit of your anxiety. It is fantastic when mixed with floral like ylang-ylang or with an equalizer like cypress or your clary sage. It can be used in the diffuser to help you to chill out or in the inner thighs to unwind and let go. Orange is also good for the man because it increases your glutathione levels. This is because orange contains high levels of citrul and D-limonene, which stimulates glutathione production in the liver. Glutathione is one of the necessary components of a nice frozen solid or popsicle. Low levels of glutathione are more linked to melting creamsicles. So, aside from smelling like a carefree summer ice pop, it will support his big stick as well. Lucy recommends using several drops topically near your liver. I've never applied it towards my liver.
Me either.
But-
Got it.
It also whitens your teeth.
It does.
I like put
Just
in water.
FYI.
Would probably help your liver if you're drinking it in your water too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I drink it in my water.
My lemon water. So, alright. The next one we're going to talk about, or we're going to transition to oils specifically for him now. The first one is going to be Mister. So let's talk about oils that can support your main squeeze. We'll start with Mister. This blend helps the prostate to function optimally, which is a big part of his libido and his performance. It also supports healthy testosterone levels, which men need to be stalwart in the bedroom. You can apply Mister to his ankles and to the front and back of his pelvis. Lucy says to apply daily for optimal prostate performance. It smells quite nice actually, and it's really soothing in a bath or worn as a cologne. Ironically, women need certain levels of testosterone as well, although not nearly as much as men. We need more estrogen and progesterone. When those levels fall too low, we get cuckoo bird grumpy. Well, occasionally that insane irritability can also happen when your estrogen is too high and your testosterone is too low. I know, it sounds crazy, not enough testosterone, but we need it too. For women who are estrogen dominant, adding estrogen to their lives, even if it's naturally, doesn't make them more balanced, obviously. Some women found that Mister helped them with hot flashes and mood swings. Women who tend to feel more balanced using Mister fall in the category of being estrogen dominant, and they tend to be older than 30, but that's not a hard, fast rule. If you find that typical female balancing oils don't make you feel better, give Mister a try. It was made for a man, but Mister can swing both ways.
I have this one, and I bought it for him, but I might try using it for me more. I don't know. It's good for my age bracket. I'll take it. Idaho Blue Spruce is next. Where is it? Goody. Now we get to chat about one of Lucy's favorite oils for him, and by that we mean an oil that is your main your main man can wear to make him hold on. I'm using two things at once today, I guess. Okay, so oils that your main man can wear to make sex more awesome for you. Because let's face it, when intimacy is better for you, it happens more often for him. So that's something that Mr. Libido wants to pass along to all the men out there. Mr. Libido has an oil that he really likes. It's called Idaho Blue Spruce, and it really does spruce him up in a very good way. It helps a guy stand firmer longer so that you can enjoy yourself longer too. It's nature's version of that little blue hexagon. This sprucing oil is like a military call, stand to attention. It can be used with coconut oil as a lubricant or mixed in again as your inner thigh potion. So here's the nice thing about it. Your man soldier isn't left with any unmanageable salutes. It naturally wears off soon after playtime, but it keeps things going longer and helps with firmness. We won't promise actual numbers, but let's just say that this cardboard tube represents before Idaho Blue Spruce. And this cardboard tube represents your man after Idaho Blue Spruce. Well, now that is exciting. I said too.
Would you coconut oil, inner thigh, and what else?
The coconut oil, to the inner thigh. As a lubricant or mixed in as an inner thigh potion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Exactly. And again, you can apply that one to the base of the shaft as well. But I tried to make sure I got the 2 different size tubes. I like it.
Now, obviously, results will vary. Every man's body will react differently to various oil, but Lucy recommends using Idaho Blue Spruce in a warm-up session. Always dilute oils the first time you use them, and spot test them on your forearm before applying them near your yin and yang. Once you've spot tested on the arm, you may apply it to the lower shaft of his soldier and around his love stones. Lucy says to avoid the eye of the one-eyed snake. Oils don't go in the eyes, even snake eyes. For more soldier support, he can take 5 to 8 drops of Idaho Blue Spruce daily as a dietary supplement to support rocking testosterone and saloning performance. The next one that we've passed around is goldenrod. So let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a plant named goldenrod. The oil from the flowering top of the plant was found to improve circulation and aid in the urinary tract. According to the University of Montreal in Canada, it was also found to help with deflated hoses and firmness of them. That male body part that we've come to refer to around here as the soldier. Lucy told her friends about this blessed oil's useful advantages, and they gave it a try. Her friends reported back an increase in firmness using goldenrod, typically as well as internally. Stop it. Excuse me. Did I go?
I don't think so, but it's fine. Did it go for you?
Lucy teases that she loves goldenrod so much that she refers to it as the golden rod. Because truly, golden plus rod, that's what it does. This is very good news for those who want a little more gold in their rod. You can use goldenrod topically on a soldier and his love stones, or mixed in an inner thigh love potion.
I love how she says love stones for that. Oh.
You can also choose to take 3 drops in a capsule, and this oil is considered generally regarded as safe for internal use. So.
And they grow it at the farm
Mm-hmm.
in Lana. Oh, do they? I didn't know.
Kind of reminds you of like a farm.
Yeah.
Smell to me.
Does it?
Very like,
Earthy.
like dirt. Like
Yeah.
you've done working in the farm. Without horses though, which is
So nutmeg is next. Time for nutmeg. Nutmeg is another blood pumping must have for your mister. Technically, it can be used on the ladies too, but we've seen the best results using it for the guys. Nutmeg's energizing properties stimulate both physical and the sexual energies. Some people report feeling wired after diffusing or ingesting this nutmeg oil, and can be comparable to a caffeine kick depending on your body's chemistry. So actually, I will even apply it on the bottom of my feet, on my Vitaflex where my thyroid is, to help with that extra energy throughout the day. Nutmeg is an aphrodisiac in more than one way. Emotionally, it stimulates energy, and physically, it increases your circulation. Simply put, this oil is the king of vasodilation. So vaso equals blood vessels, and dilation means bigger. So put 2 and 2 together, and I think you can do the math for that. Nutmeg is so stimulating that it can have negative effects when used in excessive amounts. So don't go crazy on it. No drinking a whole bottle in hopes to transform into Captain America, okay? If energy and stamina in the bedroom is what you're after, then try this little fun recipe called Lucy's Perky Pellet. It's the result of a fun time. Oh, is that what I said? Okay. Okay, it's the result of fun time trial and error in her research group. So they put this to the test. It's 5 drops Idaho Blue Spruce, 3 drops goldenrod, 3 drops nutmeg Vitality in a capsule with 10 drops of olive oil or another carrier oil of choice. Have him take it 10 to 30 minutes before go time for optimal circulation, and then have lots of fun. So,
Can you repeat that?
absolutely. 5 drops Idaho Blue Spruce, 3 drops goldenrod, 3 drops nutmeg, and then you can fill the cap up, or 10 drops of any carrier oil. Take 10 to 30 minutes before go time. And again, no harsh side effects of not going away. No hospital run-ins, like
That's not fun.
5 hours, 5 hours, and it's not going away. No painful, nothing painful for him.
Okay, so the next one we're gonna pass around, it's not the same one, right? That's the Hinoki?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're passing around is Hinoki, but you can, that and Hung Kwai are pretty interchangeable, okay? This talks about the Hung Kwai in particular, but the Hinoki has very similar side effects, So remember earlier we talked about how it's more important to feel confident than it is to look like a model? Well, Hung Kwai or Hinoki is often called confidence in a bottle. With the highest, sesquiterpenes,
I know
thank you, my goodness.
Out of all these words, I know that one.
Sesquiterpene content of all the aphrodisiac oils. Hung Kwai is like inhaling liquid confidence. So Hung Kwai is distilled from trees that grow on the steep rainforest mountaintops of Taiwan. And I imagine that whoever can get up there to retrieve these trees must already have some liquid confidence given to them from their Tarzan ancestors. Who else would have such confidence and courage to ascend to the top of the earth for such a priceless oil? They probably have developed grappling muscles from climbing mountaintops, emitting the scent of deep, woody pheromones. They can captivate their ladies like Mr. Libido, but I digress. Hung Kwai and his cousin Hinoki are two masculine oils that are members of the cypress family. Remember how much Lucy loves cypress for its ability to optimize blood flow? Blood flow. Hung Kwai is for Formosan or Taiwanese cypress, and Hinoki is a Japanese cypress. They both smell like a woodsy, handsome man just waiting to whisk you away. A little goes a long way. Use this on his inner thighs or add a few drops to any lube, serum, or love potion for him. Lucy's Soldier Serum is a lube that gives slip to both partners but starts on him for maximum blood flow. Use Hung Kwai or Hinoki depending on the seasonal availability.
It smells so good. I wish they made like a deodorant for the men.
Yes.
So you could like just smell it on them every time.
Yeah.
I like that smell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we saved the best for last. I know you are really excited to make some of Lucy's recipes, but we have one oil left to discuss. It is Shutron. Shutron is formulated for the man to wear to help turn on the lady. It's like a bottle of sweet-smelling pheromones wafting into the hidden parts of your brain, stimulating your naughtiest imagination. Once you realize what Shutron can do for you, then it becomes worth every penny. It smells really, really attractive. And again, in life, I feel that it smells a little different on every gentleman that wears it. Again, everybody has different pheromones. Yep. Now, what does Shutron do for the man? Let's just say that it's loaded with Idaho blue spruce. Now, we all know is like a hexagon or a blue hexagon of happiness. It makes sense that Idaho blue spruce is its key ingredient in Shutron. It also contains Hinoki, a Japanese cypress, and ylang-ylang for the male-female energy. He can wear it daily like a cologne to support healthy testosterone levels and boost his confidence. He can use Shutron topically on the forearms or in the inner thighs. Try applying a drop to the shaft, rub it in. Oh, girls, you will love your Shutron man. So, that wraps up all the oils for the bedroom. We do have a little make and take, and you're welcome to any of the other snacks up there. I do have the recipes out, and you can pick your rollers, and then again, there's the different labels. I do need to run and go grab coconut oil, not coconut oil. I have walnut oil or I have jojoba oil. So those are your two choices of carrier oil. Any questions?
You did great.
Thank you.